With less than 2 weeks until Election Day, the plan for dealing with a continued surge of COVID-19 cases in Montana is still an overriding issue in statewide campaigns, especially in the contest for governor. MTN chief political reporter Mike Dennison gives us the latest on what the top candidates are saying and doing when it comes to this pivotal issue.
Earlier this week, Democratic gubernatorial candidate Mike Cooney convened a panel of national health experts to talk about the status of vaccines for COVID-19 and what states should be doing to prepare. He followed that up with a list of his priorities, including leading by example, such as wearing a mask, social distancing, and avoiding large gatherings.
To say just personal responsibility and opening up the floodgates gets us the results we see today. With numbers climbing, with deaths climbing, that's not personal responsibility.
That's a not-so-subtle shot at his Republican opponent, Greg Gianforte, whom Cooney and his campaign have chided for rarely wearing a mask at public gatherings and for suggesting a passive stance on public health mandates. When asked whether he would maintain the governor's current emergency order and mask mandates for many counties, Gianforte has demurred. Instead, he's been saying he'll follow the advice of public health professionals and community leaders without being specific.
If I was your governor, we would be focused on keeping the most vulnerable safe. We'd be relying on personal responsibility, not government mandates.
He's also suggested that earlier shutdowns this spring created what he calls an economic pandemic that Montana needs to recover from. Health experts at Cooney's meeting said vaccines should be available within the next several months, but that it will be important to decide who gets it first and how, and to encourage people to take them. Cooney said if he's elected, he'll start work immediately on a distribution plan for the vaccine and a public information plan. He also said he'll work with hospitals, local health departments, and even the National Guard to ensure Montanans are keeping safe during the winter before a vaccine is available.
Vaccines may not be with us all that quickly. I'm working on a plan right now to make sure that we keep Montanans healthy by doing the things we need to do, getting a vaccine, deploying that vaccine the way it needs to be deployed in Montana.
Gianforte says much the same, but again, hasn't come out with specifics, saying it's too early to know what will be needed come January. January is a ways off, but with Montana reporting record daily highs of new cases and winter approaching, this virus doesn't look like it's on its way out anytime soon. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Of course, Montanans are voting right now on the governor's race and many others. And as of Wednesday night, almost 290,000 Montanans had already cast their mailed ballots.